Hello, my name is Carleen from Onyx Marketing Mix, and welcome back to Dental Facebook Audience Research, Part 2. Now, in Part 1, we had a look at choosing a service that you'd like to promote. We had a look at teeth whitening, and then we looked at the types of people that might actually want that service, and we had a look at brides. And what we then did was we looked at how we would actually find that audience, how we would find that group of people online. And what we did was we had a look at different sites online that brides might go to, such as wedding dresses, such as wedding shoes, beauticians, hen night organisers, wedding planners, etc. Everything to do with weddings. So we had a look at as many sites as possible that we could find online, and we made a list of those on our Word document. Now what we're going to do in this video is go deeper into our research, and we're going to use that Word document of a list of sites that we found to actually help us with that research. Now, Facebook actually provides a tool called Audience Insight Tool that actually helps you do that research. So let's go over to that now. Now, when you go to your Facebook adverts, what you want to do is just click on the three lines there, click on All Tools, and then go to Audience Insights. So we're just going to click on that there. And then what you want to select here is everyone on Facebook, and I'll just close out of that. And then what you want to do is it automatically comes up with the United States. You want to make sure you select the country that you want to do your research for. And I'm going to choose the United Kingdom. Right, okay, so the next thing that you want to do is the list of sites that we found, so the list that you have on your Word document, you want to go back to that list and start typing the names in interests here one by one. So I've got a Google page open here with a number of sites. So let's try this first one, and this is Stacey's. So just going to copy that there and going to type the whole URL in here. Now sometimes the whole URL works, sometimes you have to actually just go with the name of the company, and nothing comes up there. So we're going to go for another one. So as you can see, this research really does take a lot of time and can be quite tedious and laborious, but it really is worth it in the end. So I've typed her dress in here and nothing's come up. Type it in her dress. Nothing comes up, so I'm just going to go back to Google and just find another name here on the list. Copy that and type that in interests again and remove the URL, see if that makes a difference. And as you can see, nothing comes up. So just go back to the Google page you are on, or go back to your list. Let's go for this one. Let's see if this brings up anything. So we're going to just paste that in there. So nothing comes up there, but as you can see, as I started to delete the URL, it's come up. Now, I don't know why it didn't come up with the URL that I typed in, because it's the same, not sure. That's why it's useful to just gradually chip away at the URL and see what comes up. So let's click on that and see what information we get here. Okay, so starting right at the top here, this is telling us how many people are, how many active people they have monthly on this site, and it's a good number here, 90 to 100,000. So that's good information for us. And then as we come down here, we get to look at the demographics. So what you see here is different age groups, and then the percentage of each gender that are interested in or have liked this site. So what you can see here is the 25 to 35 age group is the largest, with 59% women, and 43% men. And then the next largest group, sorry about that, is 35 to 44. And then we have a smaller number here. Now, why is this information useful? Well, this is useful when you come to actually create your ads, as Facebook allows you to create your ads according to gender and according to age group as well. So looking at this, you know that the age group that you're likely to get the most response from is the 25 to 34 and then the 35 to 44. So this just enables you to be much more specific when you're actually setting up your ads. And the more specific you are, the better results you're likely to get. Okay, right, let's go over to page likes. Now, what this is other pages that the people who liked this page also like. So what Facebook does is it will organize these likes by categories. So local businesses, Lee and T, media and publishing, you can see what other publications they like, and look, guides for brides. Let's have a click on that. And you can see here that there's 36,000 people who actually follow this site. So what you would do here is create an ad set for guides for brides and see what kind of result you get. But one of the main things you want to look at is to see whether this audience is actually a good sized audience. And I would say that's a good sized audience. So you could set up a Facebook ad set just for guides for brides. And that's one of the great things about using this audience insight tool, is you can actually find sites that you may not have thought of before. Now, here's one called Holiday Pirates. Now, what this is saying is people who liked this page also liked this page. Now, this is something that may not have come to mind and certainly didn't come to mind for me. And as you can see, they have a really large audience here, over 8 million. So again, what you would do is create an ad set that's just Holiday Pirates and see what kind of results you get from that. See if you get a lot of clicks, see if you get a lot of conversions and clients from that. So let's go back to Audience Insights here. And so this is telling you the companies they also like. And look, here's one called Confetti. Now, when we were doing our research, we didn't find this site when we were doing our research on different websites. So as you can see, doing your research here brings up lots of different sites that you may not have thought of. So let's have a look at the audience size here. So again here they have a good audience size, 104,000. So again, you might want to create an ad set that's just Confetti, and again, see what kind of result you get from that. Okay, Easy Weddings. That's not one that we saw earlier. UK Bride. Why don't we have a click on that? Okay, and as you can see, they have a good audience size. That's 125,000. And it's your target audience. It's the target audience of brides. So Facebook really, really does help you do your research. I'm curious. Let's have a look at Easy Weddings. Okay, and they have a good audience size as well, 175,000. So again, you would want to create an ad set for Easy Weddings and see what kind of results you get from that. From some of these sites, you might not get a good result at all, but with running Facebook ads, there's a lot of testing that you need to do before you find out which ad sets actually work best. But again, Easy Weddings, definitely your target audience if you're targeting brides. So, as we can see here, Hitched, the people who like this site also like Dirty Dancing and 50 Shades. And retail and consumers, it's Amazon, Everything £5, Pink Boutique, Aldi, and Tesco's. So again, what you're seeing here is the other pages that people have liked who also like this, and what this enables, how this helps you with your research is it might throw up other sites that you just didn't think of, like guides for brides, even Easy Weddings, which was the other one we had a look at, Holiday Pirates. Some of them might not seem obvious, like Holiday Pirates might not seem like an obvious one, but again, run an ad set and select that as the target audience and see what kind of result you get. You might be pleasantly surprised. So these are the page likes that comes up for people who liked this page. So what I'd like to do is just find another page that actually comes up here and see what other pages come up. So I'm sure you can see why it's important to do this research, and you can see that this research can be really tedious and can take quite a while, but is definitely beneficial. So why don't we try this one? So just gonna copy that there and go back to here. And if you want to change what you have there, just hover over it, cross will come up, and then everything will clear. You can type your new interest in. So we've typed that and nothing's come up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chip away at the URL, see if that changes anything. No. So what I'm going to do is, this is Justin Alexander. So I'm just going to type a space between his name and see if anything comes up. And as you can see, his name does come up now. So when you're doing this, you just need to try different ways of actually type in the name and see what comes up. It could be the whole URL. For some, it will be the whole URL that comes up. And for others, it will be the name itself. So let's have a look at Justin Alexander Bridal and see what comes up. So let's go to demographics first of all. And nothing comes up there, although he actually came up in the interest. And if we click on page likes, nothing will come up because nothing came up in the demographic. So let's just try and find one more. So London Bride. And another reason for which we're doing this is just so that we can see what other page likes come up. So I've pasted London Bride and nothing's come up, so I'm just going to separate this out to the name, London Bride Couture, and nothing comes up again. So I'm just going to try another one because I'm just interested to see what other pages might come up for another site. So let's remove that one and type that one in. Okay, let's go to the other page. So UK Bride is there, and it was also as a like for Hitched. Okay, why don't we try this one? Type that isn't in as an interest and nothing comes up. But did something? No. So let's just remove the URL. Or if you remember the name, type it in. No. Right, I'm really keen to find another site that comes up just so that we can have a look at the other pages that people also like. So let's try something else. Or actually, why don't we try Wedding Magazines UK. Okay. Brides magazine, that sounds like a good one. Let's try that. So just copy that there and paste it in there. So it didn't come up as a URL. Let's just see if it comes up as its name. So just gonna tab all the way over to the edge there. Nope, still doesn't come up. That's unusual. But now that we've separated the name out, Brides Magazine, it comes up. Fantastic. So let's have a look at that. So as we go up to the audience size here, you can see that they have 100,000 to 150 monthly active people. So that's fantastic. That's our target audience for brides. And if we have a look here, we can see between the 25 and 34, there's 56% of people, and between the 35 and 44, there's 15%. Sorry, I should say of women, just looking at the women here. So again, what you can see from this is when you're setting up your ad sets, this actually helps you to know what age range you should set it for. So I would set it for 25 to 34 and set another one for 35 to 44, and then just see what kind of results I get from each ad set. Okay, let's go to the page likes and see what other pages people who like Brides magazine also like. Okay, so magazines, so Brides magazine, there's a magazine called Brides, there's a magazine called Uniland, and there's a magazine called Met Dan. Now, let's click here and see what we find here. Oh, sorry about that. And one of the first things I'm always interested in is the size of the audience. Now, as you can see here, there's 28 million. So that's a really fantastic large size audience there. Now, I'm just going to click About because this is not a site that I'm familiar with. And there's not a lot of information there. However, what I'm more interested in is the size of the audience here and the fact that people who visit this site also visit this site. So that tells me I could find some of my target audience here. So I would create an ad set that's for Unilad and see what kind of result I get from that. It might be that I get a lot of clicks and I get a lot of conversions, or it might be that I don't, but I won't know until I try. So let's have a look. So not the high street. Okay, not on the high street. That's another site that this group of people like, who also like the site Brides magazine. And again, one of the first things I want to know is what is the size of the people who follow this site, and it's over 1 million. So that's fantastic. I would create an ad set that's just for this group and see what kind of result I get from that. So I'm going to close that out. Just going to have a quick look. So the athlete that people like who also go to this site is David Beckham. Companies that they go to is Marks and Spencer. Public figures they like, Holly Willoughby again. And some others there. And look, holiday pirates show up again. So that's very interesting. So that tells me that I really do want to create an ad set for holiday pirates and see what kind of result I get, because already 2 sites that we've gone to, holiday pirates have come up and Holly Willoughby have come up. And look, Dirty Dancing and the Twilight Saga, that's come up again. That was on one of the others. And then you have IKEA. So having a look at these page likes helps to give you ideas for other ad sets that you might want to create. It shows you other magazines and other places online that your target audience, in this case brides, also go to that you may never have thought of. And again, you can see that using the Audience Insight tool really helps you to go deep into your research. And as I mentioned earlier, the deeper your research or the better your research, the more likely it is that you're going to get clicks from the target audience that you want to get clicks from. And in that case, you're then going to get conversions. So as you can see, it's really important to try and do as much research as possible, starting from deciding what dental service you want to promote, and then looking at the groups of people that might actually want that service, and then maybe choosing one. We've had a look at brides, and then looking at ways in which you can actually access your target audience. So we've had a look at magazines and places online that brides might go to. And then we've gone even deeper with our research by going to the Audience Insight tool to actually get even more information. So as we typed in Brides magazine here, we could see how many monthly active people there are on this site, and we could also see other places that they go to online. So this is telling us other places that we need to go to, or other ad sets that we need to create to actually access and find this target group. Well, I hope you found that useful. If you did find that useful, I'd like to let you know about our special offer. What we're doing right now is offering to create a Facebook ad campaign for you to get new patients, absolutely free. And you're probably wondering, what's the catch? Well, I'm here to tell you personally, there's really no catch at all. What our company does is we build Facebook ad campaigns, we create a landing page to go along with that campaign, and we also create a thank you page for you. All we ask is that you run the ad and cover the ad costs. And if the ad works, then you're going to make money. And the idea is that if you make money and you find it profitable, then you're going to want us to keep doing that for you. And then you can engage us. But there's no point in even trying to sell you on this. We believe it will be a lot easier to do it for you for free and let the results speak for themselves. That's the good news. The bad news, we can't do this for that many dentists because it takes a lot of time. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, please click the button opposite and set up a time to have a chat. Here's why we're doing this. I always think actions speak louder than words, don't you? So I think we could get you a lot of patients, and I think we could help your business make more money. But rather than me trying to convince you of that, I'd prefer, and I think you would too, if I just did it for you for free. And then, if you like it and you choose, then you can retain us to keep doing it at a profit. That's it. There's really no catch at all. The bad news is, as I mentioned earlier, I can't do this for that many dentists as it's very labour intensive. So if you're interested, this is really real. There's no catch at all. Please click the button on the right, make an appointment, and let's have a chat. And I look forward to speaking with you.